Why would you start with?
Why do you start with okay? Anyway, it's episode number 16 of Tech 65.
Alright, let's start this. It's the week of 7th April 2007. I'm Daniel.
And I'm Jarek.
And this is 65 Bits, episode number 16. Sweet 16 episode. Finally.
Yep.
It's a good
Finally,
number.
really? Feels
Alright.
it feels like so.
Let's start off by bringing back something new from the back.
Wait, what? Bringing back something new from the
Something
back.
new from the past, I'm sorry.
There we go, something from the past.
So this is the
It's retro week.
Motorola StarTech is finally back. Motorola is actually bringing back the StarTech line. If you actually forgotten what the StarTech is,
Or if you're old enough to know what the StarTech is.
it's a little black slim phone. It's one of the hottest phones back then.
In the 90s.
The 90s,
Back in
it's
the
a StarTech
90s.
phone. Yeah, it's a business kind of phone.
It was the phone for the
It still is
that,
one of the smallest.
that technology
Yeah.
generation, that generation of technology.
Probably not even. It's a what? Probably not even second generation. Not GSM. Well, whatever.
No,
that is.
analog. It's definitely analog.
Yeah.
But anyway,
So they're bringing it back, the StarTech series, and it's now the new model is called
the StarTech 3.
Yeah, we missed StarTech 2 somewhere in between. So
Was there a StarTech 2? I think there must
I
have
think
been.
there must have been probably you just didn't catch it.
Yeah, anyway.
Probably the one that killed the StarTech line.
Yeah. But
So
like the Razer, it's small, very tiny, 2-inch screen,
2-inch screen, 128 megabytes of memory.
120
The details are really sketchy because it's only the news is only in Korea.
right now.
Yeah.
So it might just be a Korean product.
Yeah,
Korean
Korea
product.
only. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a budget phone. I'm not sure you mentioned this budget phone.
Yeah.
It's not meant for the business anymore. It's like people.
But
who-
then again, sometimes I find that this is increasingly prevalent. Is that business people want phones that are very simple, very budget. They don't need a camera. I mean,
I guess it
or
depends what kind of business people you are.
exactly. And I mean, there are business people who just don't need a camera, or they don't feel they need all
Phone
the
with a bunch of
all the 3G
Wi-Fi,
features, or
keyboard.
Wi-Fi, a keyboard, stuff like that. And I mean, we as technology enthusiasts, obviously, we want everything.
Yeah.
But I mean, there will be some people, and there will always be some people who do not want such features. So
Maybe
there you
that's his
go.
fault. But I don't think we'll see it in Singapore. I mean, yeah. So
We like our phones advanced.
it's just interesting because it's a StarTech. So that's why we're bringing it up. Actually, otherwise, there's nothing special about this phone.
True enough.
It's just a brand. Anyway,
Next up, we
Next up.
have more Wii news.
Nintendo Wii in Singapore. More update on the Nintendo Wii. Right now, according to GameScore, they've changed the release date from to be announced to April. So
This month.
well, that means there's a chance that we're gonna see the Nintendo Wii this month. Except there's always another 50% chance that they're gonna push
Push
to
it back
May,
again.
June, and GameScore or Maxsoft, whatever. I don't want to see the word to be announced anymore.
Ever again.
Right? This
But
up,
I mean,
up and down hill slow
exactly, and
emotions.
it's difficult, especially for those people who want one very.
Yeah,
close.
people like me.
And I mean, they resort to parallel importers, and that means you get cut off everything.
Speaking of parallel imports, you can find parallel imports everywhere today.
Nowadays, yeah, it's true. It's true.
They display it on the shelf just in broad daylight. Literally.
The strange thing is, it doesn't really happen with the PS3.
Yeah, it didn't really happen. with
But then
PS3.
again, maybe it's because the PS3 is so expensive.
and
so
also
it's
because
difficult to bring
PS3, I mean, they launched straight away. Didn't there?
Almost straight away
Yeah,
for
it
Singapore,
wasn't-
yeah.
There
And
wasn't
I mean,
such
the
a-
price is just such a huge difference from parallel
Yeah,
imports.
so
So anyway, Next up.
if you want to get a Nintendo Wii, it's very easy to get it now, but it's probably okay. My recommendation: wait for the Nintendo Wii
to
Singapore.
actually be released
Yeah.
in Singapore.
Because there is
Yeah.
a chance that the new Nintendo Wiis that will actually arrive to Singapore. By the way, the reason why it's not here is because of lack of stock. So it means that the ones that we get might be a newer revision,
Might be.
improved circuit boards. and all
It
that.
could just be more DRM.
Eh,
Anyway,
yeah, maybe.
next up, the Asus XG
Asus, whatever you call it.
whatever ASUS,
The
XG,
XG
station
station.
has been cracked open, as in opened up.
The XG station is actually an external graphics card.
Basically, it is external graphics
Yeah,
card for a laptop.
Laptop connects to your computer via the new
Express card.
card
Yeah.
slot. And so they've cracked it open, and apparently it's really easily upgradable with any PCI Express graphics card.
Okay, good stuff. And I
stuff.
mean, you can put in maybe your 8800 GTX or something,
Yeah,
GTS
I think the main deal for me here is that it means that you can upgrade it. Maybe they come up with 9,000 series or something like that.
10,000.
10,000. You can just
25,000.
swap it out and put it in. So
And I mean, the thing is, laptops, if you want to use a laptop for gaming, most of the time it's cut down, it's whatever.
yeah,
With this, you don't have to worry about that.
full blown graphics card right inside.
I mean, the only problem is for me at least, I think, might be bandwidth, because you never know how much bandwidth the new graphics card can take
Yeah,
up.
that's right.
And I mean, apparently they're even going to release a new version of PCI Express 32X.
Maybe they come up with a new version of the XG station by then.
Yeah, well, okay.
Well,
So who knows? Next up, we have the new Mac Pro. It has 8 core. Wait. 8 cores.
8 cores. I think to me it's a bit of an overkill.
A little bit, because there's no program that takes
Dual core
advantage
is already like wow.
all 8 processors. There's just no.
But then again, this is the
program.
Mac Pro. You know, it's
That's
meant
the
for,
point. It's supposed to be so killer.
It's for the people who make Star Wars Episode number 7 or something like that.
There you go.
Yeah.
And I mean, when you think about it, with 8 cores, basically you can render 2 movies at one time or something like that.
Yeah.
And I mean,
yeah.
sometimes people need to do that.
Yeah, maybe.
So
Good
hey,
stuff.
good stuff. 8
Probably
cores.
not be able to afford it, but
Yeah, the base price is 4,000 plus Singapore dollars. So
Oh well. That was the question.
for us,
Okay, the big news this week: EMI, the music label, is now offering DRM free music on iTunes.
and one thing though is that they are not completely removing DRM music with DRM.
So
They are offering DRM free music
alongside
DRM.
the DRM. DRM, by the way, stands for Digital Rights Management,
Yes.
Copyright
And
Protection.
basically, it's copyright protection. It's making sure that you don't transfer your files to your friend in Jamaica or something.
Yeah. So it's interesting. This is interesting news because that means that right now the music that you actually buy, you can actually use it on any MP3 player that you have, which actually solves a lot of the problems that DRM has been
As
creating.
in the first place. And I mean, to me, there is an issue though, in the sense that you have to pay 30% more to get your DRM free music.
That's right. So
That's
a catch.
to me, it's a catch,
Yeah.
and it is a catch that might not be worth it to some people. I mean, personally, I'm gonna spend that 30 cents, but for some people, it might be too much. It might
But
just
but then again, people can just go back to the old DRM music if they want to.
exactly. And I mean,
Yeah.
the thing about iTunes is that its DRM isn't that bad. I mean, it's not
Yeah,
great.
It's not that restrictive in that sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, of course, we can't really be talking about this because we in
In
Singapore,
Singapore,
we don't have iTunes. But Apple, please.
I think the main issue, the main issue about this is that because EMI is starting this right now, it could all create a chain
It could create a
reaction.
knock-on effect,
Yeah.
a knock-on effect, a knock-on effect, and so
and,
everyone
Yeah,
will
this
eventually.
might be the beginning of the end of.
It might be the
DRM.
beginning of the
Yeah.
end. It might go the other way around. It might mean that if people don't start buying the music, it could mean the end of DRM free music.
Yeah. So
So we are really hoping
we're
that,
all watching on EMI right now.
yes,
how they do
exactly.
about,
EMI's music
sales.
will do better.
Yeah.
But the thing about the interesting thing about music is that it doesn't. It's not like I am brand loyal to EMI. I'll only buy EMI
It's
songs.
about the artist.
It's about the artist.
Yeah.
So if the artist is not with EMI, it doesn't really matter.
Actually, artists like DRM free. They want their music.
A lot
to
of
be
artists,
DRM free.
yes, they actually
Yeah.
do want it to be DRM free. They
So-
want it to, and I mean, when you think about it, if it's DRM free, let's say if I was to give my song to you, and I mean, true, it is a piracy. But if I told you about this artist and you liked it, wouldn't you go out and buy a CD, or wouldn't you go and?
That's right. Exactly.
So anyway, good news and possibly great news. So we'll see how it goes.
This is something that we really have to watch, as all tech news is.
Exactly.
All tech developments
Yeah, well,
in the world.
Who knows?
Yeah.
So I think that's all we had
That's
for
about
this
it.
week. It's a short episode.
If you want to be part of the show, you can always email us constructive feedback, please.
As always, we ask for constructive
And,
feedback.
we really want you to really take part in the show, add on to our discussions. What do you feel about about this DRM free
Yeah, good,
issues as
good,
well?
good thing to email
Yeah.
us about.
You can actually catch all of our
Email
previous episodes. Yeah.
Of course, at our website, tech65.org.
tech65.org. Yep.
You didn't give them an email
I forgot
address.
they all sorry about
The
this.
email address is 65 bits
65 bits
at
Yeah,
tech65.org.
at tech65.
It's all the websites. See you.
Alright then, we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.